Finally, a sunny day when I'm off, and I took the chance and went to the park just outside of the gym to do some stuff in the sun. I took my shirt off because at this time of the day it was almost 12 o'clock, so being it early May, there was a good chance of me finally producing some vitamin D. And the temperature was also warm, so wanted to get some sun exposure. I was doing a lot of jumping and sprinting, and I was supersetting that with quite a bit of work for my shoulder, so internal rotations, trying to get a bit of a blood flow in there. I'm still feeling that probably the work that I've been doing on the bench has kind of set my progress back, and I might be only doing some push-ups for the time being as my shoulder gets better. Doing a lot of work on the parallettes with the handstand. What I was noticing is that I can spend a lot of time on the parallettes and I'm not really feeling any sort of strain on the joints. And being outside, I spent about half an hour. I got quite a few sets in. This is a set of a sprint that I roughly estimated at about 50 meters, so a bit longer than the previous week when I was doing the initial sprinting session. But since I had quite a lot of space on the grass, I decided to go for a slightly longer run. I was doing a few of these sets. I believe I did 3 at a high enough effort, and I was timing myself at about 7 seconds, so not really great. Running on the grass feels really good. Probably I cannot run as fast as I would on the road, but overall I think that this was a very fun part of the training, and I thoroughly enjoyed being outside in the sun and doing some playing around. Really, I was mostly fooling around with the jumps and the sprints. Here I'm starting from the end and I'm running through. The angle is quite wide, so I cannot really see my running technique and critique that. But after that, I went into the gym and I was doing the usual stuff for the running or jumping days. So I was taking the Nordic curls for 3 sets this time, and I was mindful of keeping 1 rep in reserve on every set. The last one, when I did 2, I wasn't quite able to leave 1 rep in reserve because the last one was the final one. But this first set that I did was with 4, and I had a 5th one that I did not want to grind. Just wanted to get some quality volume in there with not too much strain. And I was supersetting the Nordic curls with a ramp up of triples on the chin up. So this is the second one that I've done. So I've done just body weight, then 10 kilos, then 14 kilos, and these are the 4 ramp ups to 22 kilos, which I did. Alternating that with another set of Nordic curls. This is 3 repetitions, and they all felt clean and solid. Might go for a more extended hip. It's just that the surface that I'm touching is not at the same level with where my shins are resting, so I don't feel like it's very comfortable to go for a longer, fully extended hip. But I'm sure that this is just an excuse, and I might try going for a more extended hip next time. It's gonna be much harder because even a slight change in angle is going to dramatically increase the moment arm, and I'm definitely, if I can get 1, I'm gonna be satisfied. The triple with 18 kilos, I didn't put on because it was recorded in a funny way. There was a guy basically in front of me. I did not realize that it would be covering the entire thing. But anyways, this is with 20 kilos, which is what I did the previous time, and it went up very well. So at that point, I thought that I might actually push a couple more kilos for a triple, and this is it. I was trying to stay as composed as possible, pulling my chest up, not letting my upper back round, which is something that I tend to do. But as the reps get more difficult, I'm noticing that I tend to push my head forward. But anyways, it went up, and I'm happy with that. So That was the end of it for the weight session, and then I went into a few sets of high repetitions elevated push-ups. These do not cause me any issue at all. Sometimes I'm noticing that if I am not focusing on what I'm doing, the muscle that is annoyed in the rotator cuff kind of reminds me that I better focus on what I'm doing at this time. And this is really good advice. I should really take it. Ciao.